Did you hear that? They've shut down the main reactor. We'll be destroyed for sure. This is madness. We're doomed. There'll be no escape for the princess this time. R2-D2, where are you? At last. Where have you been? They're heading for this direction. What are we going to do? R2-D2, where are you? At last. Where have you been? They're heading for this direction. What are we going to do? We'll be sent to the Kessel Spice mines or smashed into who knows what. Wait a minute. Where are you going? Hey, you're not permitted in there. It's restricted. You'll be deactivated for sure. Don't you call me a mindless philosopher, you overweight glob of grease. Now come on before somebody sees you. Secret mission? What plans? What are you talking about? I'm not getting in there. How did we get into this mess? I really don't know how. We seem to be made to suffer. It's our lot in life. I've got to rest before I fall apart. My joints are almost frozen. What a desolate place this is. Where do you think you're going? Well, I'm not going that way. It's much too rocky. This way's much easier. What makes you think there are settlements over there? Don't get technical with me. What mission? What are you talking about? I just about had enough of you. Go that way. You'll be malfunctioning within a day, you nearsighted scrap pile. And don't let me catch you following me, begging for help, because you won't get it. No more adventures. I'm not going that way. Protocol? Why, it's my primary function, sir. Of course you haven't, sir. Not an environment such as this. Evaporators? Sir, my first job was programming binary load lifters, very similar to your evaporators in most respects. Of course I can, sir. It's like a second language to me. Excuse me, sir, but that auto unit is in prime condition, a real bargain. I'm quite sure you'll be very pleased with that one, sir. He really is in first-class condition. I've worked with him before. Here he comes. Thank the maker. This oil bath is going to feel so good. I've got such a bad case of dust contamination, I can barely move. Is there anything I might do to help? I don't think so, sir. I'm only a droid and not very knowledgeable about such things. Not on this planet, anyway. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure which planet I'm on. And I'm C-3PO Human-Cyborg Relations, and this is my counterpart, R2-D2. With all we've been through, sometimes I'm amazed we are in as good conditions as we are, with the rebellion and all. That's how we came to be in your service, if you take my meaning, sir. Several, I think. Actually, there's not much to tell. I'm not much more than an interpreter, and not very good at telling stories. Well, not at making them interesting, anyway. Oh, he says it's nothing, sir. Merely a malfunction, old data. Pay it no mind. I'm afraid I'm not quite sure, sir. I think she was a passenger on our last voyage. A person of some importance, I believe. Behave yourself, R2. You're going to get us into trouble. It's all right. You can trust him. He's our new master. He says that he's the property of Obi-Wan Kenobi, a resident of these parts, and it's a private message for him. Quite frankly, sir, I don't know what he's talking about. Our last captain was Captain Antilles, but with all we've been through, this R2 unit has become a bit eccentric. I beg your pardon, sir, but do you know what he's talking about? He says the restraining bolt has short-circuited his recording system. He suggests that if you remove the bolt, he might be able to play back the entire recording. What message? The one you've just been playing. The one you're carrying inside of your rusty innards. Excuse me, sir. Might I have a word with you, please? Well, it's Princess Leia, sir. She's been trying to get you on the communicator. Well, Princess Leia is wondering about Master Luke. Nobody knows where he is. Excuse me, sir. Might I inquire what's going on? Impossible, man. Come along, R2. Let's find Princess Leia. Between ourselves, I think Master Luke is in considerable danger. Mistress Leia, R2 says he's been quite unable to pick up any signals, although he does admit that his own range is far too weak to abandon all hope. R2 says the chances of survival are 7-5 to 1. Actually, R2 has been known to make mistakes. From time to time. Don't worry about Master Luke. I'm sure he'll be alright. He's quite clever, you know. For a human being. Of course I'm worried. And you should be too. Lando Calrissian and poor Chewbacca never returned from this awful place. Don't be so sure. If I told you half the things I've heard about this Jabba the Hutt, you're short-circuited. R2, are you sure this is the right place? I'd better knock, I suppose. There doesn't seem to be anyone here. Let's go back and tell Master Luke. I don't think they're gonna let us in, R2. We'd better go. Just to deliver Master Luke's message and get us out of here. We bring a message to your master, Jabba the Hutt. And a gift. Gift? What gift? He says that our instructions are to give it only to Jabba himself.